say hello from Western Georgia, the 4th annual Junior Masters Water Ski Tournament. Hi, everyone. I'm Doug Dunbar. I am joined by my colleague and former Masters champion, Wayne Grimnich. Wayne, when we talk about the competitors in juniors, the stature much smaller than that of a senior. The equipment that they use, clearly much smaller. This is a senior jumper, this a junior jumper. However, the performance level is almost to that of a senior master.
Well, you're exactly right. It's just a notch below a senior master. Matter of fact, these kids are frighteningly good on the course, slalom tricks or jumping. In the slalom, the boys get into the 38 off rope length. In the tricks, boys and girls doing flips, body overs, toe step overs, and then we move into the jumping event where the boys attack a 5.5-foot ramp, and they've flown as far as 169 feet on this very course.
Also, for 1997, we are going to see big air in another area, and that is new to the junior masters, the sport of wakeboarding.
Big air, getting vertical, getting rad, wild, you call it. It's Bonifay on the water, not Parks. It's Shane, and he'll be doing his Tootsie Roll. Now, I've tasted a few Tootsie Rolls, but I have no idea how to explain it, so you're going to have to watch it on the water.
We will kick off the Rolex Junior Masters with wakeboarding, the hottest and most talked about sport in water skiing today. Tony Finn joining us in the broadcast booth. Shane Bonifay, Tootsie Roll Meister, will be seated third. Koncak out of the gates, though, from Austin, Texas.
Jacob Koncak's only 17 years old, but he rides with a lot of confidence and a lot of poise. His style reminds me of former Masters champion Jeremy Kovac. He's really tall, and he stands upright. His tricks are very, very technical.
Very smooth for Koncak.
Right now, he's got a Mobius. Yeah, he nailed it. One of the only juniors to do a Mobius, and that was a really clean first pass, a very high point scoring pass.
The first of two 25-second passes.
And watch on the Mobius right here. The key to a good Mobius is the handle pass. He gets the handle pass in a little bit late, but is able to hold on.
9,763. Second pass, 25 seconds on the clock. Here comes the second trick.
It's a toe side front roll. Now Jacob going for a big railie, but he lands it backwards, turning it into a crib. He's going to use that wake right here to ramp off it for an air Mobius. He nails it. Whoa, the handle pass was really clean right there. And then ends his pass with a front side roll to fakie, and now goes down on his wild card, but a clean pair of passes for Jacob Koncak. Look at the handle pass. He actually throws the handle from his backhand to his front hand to nail it, and now just having a good time on the wild card, going for it, but leans a little bit too far forward and goes down.
19,441. He has set a blistering pace for the rest of the field. This is Hunter Brown out of Winter Haven, Florida, the young guy who everybody's talking about.
Hunter is definitely one of the most consistent junior riders in the world. He's the current junior wakeboarding world champ, and it's because he almost always stands up his passes. He responds very, very well to pressure.
Wow.
Right there, an air roll, a flip without even using the boat wake, and right there ends his first pass with a front side back roll.
Crowd appreciates the effort of the 15-year-old. You saw the flight control tower, and for a guy of Hunter's size, having the rope that high on the air Nautique really helps out.
It helps out all riders because you get more air and you have more time to complete your tricks because you're getting a very solid pull from that high up.
Just under 9,000 on pass number one. He's going to need a whopper of a second to overtake Jacob Koncak.
Although Hunter's very consistent, he doesn't have the technical tricks to overtake a Jacob Koncak. I think right now he's riding for second place. Ramping off that wake there for an air roll to revert. He's got one more trick left. Coming into the wake here front side. And lands it. Lands his roll to revert. Lands it fakie.
Hunter Brown, two passes, 25 seconds each, complete.
On that air roll, Hunter gets good extension, holds his arms in really tight, and his rope position is very consistent, always with the rope right in on his chest.
Brown moves to second. This is Shane Bonifay, younger brother of the most talked about wakeboarder in 1996, Parks Bonifay. Shane, an equally dynamic rider in his young years.
Shane is really coming into his own. He's a favorite among all the people. Everybody really likes him. He's crazy and he's wild. And for such a young guy, he's a guy who actually invented his own trick, the Tootsie Roll, which we'll see on his second pass. Coming into the wake, switch stance right there and lands it forward. Switch stance roll to revert. These junior guys are going big here at the Masters. They are responding to the pressure very, very well.
Not only going big, but some great smooth landings as well. Shane Bonifay's bigger brother Parks actually is on the sideline right now with Wayne Grimnich.
Parks, he's got a pretty difficult trick coming up in the second pass. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's called the Tootsie Roll. It's a trick he invented back home. We were skiing one day. He started trying them, and now he's making them.
He's going to need it. Shane Bonifay, pass number 2 after a 9,000-point first pass. Koncak holds the lead, just shy of 20,000.
Shane getting a good carver into the wake. Nice extension and then lands it fakie. Turns the board to forward for his signature trick, the trick he invented, the Tootsie Roll with the handle pass. He makes it. Unreal right there for Shane. One more trick left, tapped into fakie. Woo. He lands 2 complete passes for Shane Bonifay.
And he's pumped, and I got to tell you, I think it's the aerodynamic haircut that helps him get through.
Look at that handle pass. His hand kind of goes through the handle as the board's doing a complete 360-degree rotation.
Great effort, but it's going to come up short, and that means Jacob Koncak is our winner.
Jacob, just found out you are the Junior Masters champion.
Thanks. Oh man, it feels great. It was great.
I'll tell you what, you had 2 tricks that I think set you apart from the rest of the field, and both of them were the Mobius. The Mobius on the first pass and then the Air Mob on the second pass.
Yeah, those are my favorite tricks. I love those tricks. Everybody kind of sets me apart, and I love that trick. My favorite.
The way we wrap it up at the Rolex Junior Masters, Jacob Koncak, terrific score and a win. Shane Bonifay second, Hunter Brown third. When we come back, Junior Women's Slalom. The 1997 Rolex Junior Masters brought to you by Rolex. And by Nautiques, the world's #1 choice. And behind the Nautique on the water, 12 years old, Regina Jaquess. She has 3 U.S. National Slalom Championships under her belt.
She also lists ice skating as one of her hobbies when she's not on the course, and that could come into play here because this is all about edging. Putting the ski on edge, making the turn, and then she hangs on there. A lot of agility for a young 12-year-old. This is the same course as we see in the Senior Masters. 6 buoys, boat speed constant at 32 miles an hour. And once she makes all 6, they'll shorten the rope up.
Beautiful transitions for Jaquess. Executing pass number 1 perfectly. But as we move forward, the rope length gets shorter and it gets tougher.
43 feet of rope here, about 5 feet to get around the buoys. Coming in at number 1, her offside, stands up, goes down course, have to pull really long into number 2, and she gets pulled out. Can't reach number 3.
The mistake at number 1.
You make a mistake anywhere along the course, and you've got to make it up either at the next buoy, or all of it at the next buoy, or just a little bit. And here she just can't get the job done.
2 at 32 off the official score. Next, Clementine Lucine from France, 14 years old. 3rd at the World Junior Championships in 1996.
Now we're seeing a left foot forward skier on the course. They tend to turn better, much better, I should say, on 1, 3, and 5. Very smooth opening pass, and what the skiers are trying to do here is take a look at the water conditions, make adjustments with their legs. The legs work as shock absorbers to keep the ski in the water, and they also try to get themselves progressively geared up for the next line length.
32 off now.
Looking for any part of 3 to move into the lead, and she gets pulled forward there, and she dives out the front. Just barely missing the tip of the ski, runs into huge problems on number 2, gets a lot of slack rope, and it sends her sailing.
So close to the tip of that ski, but fortunately didn't put her head into it. Lindsey Trapp, 15 years old, out of Vista, California, living in Louisiana now.
Now, if she gets any part of 3 buoys, she'll move into the lead, and she does right there. This is the leader and your champion today. Last skier out of the water, and she's moving well down course at 32 off, looking steady and strong.
And she has wrapped up her first ever Junior Masters Championship at just 15 years old.
Beautiful technique through the wakes, keeping the ski well on edge. Never a flat ski around or coming to the buoy. Leaning hard and away from the boat through the wakes.
And knowing the tradition of the seniors, even though she wins, this junior goes for the crowd.
Oh, and she gets pulled out around number 1 and very narrow to 2.
Whoops. Lost the handle, the snap, a little too much slack. What a great effort for the crowd. The problems on Trapp's victory lap, if you will, occurred on ball number 1. She's dockside, though, with Wayne Grimnich.
You're the winner.
It's pretty exciting.
More exciting than last year, I imagine, right?
Definitely more exciting.
What did you learn from last year?
Last year I just had no confidence at all, and I came into this tournament with lots of confidence and wanted it more. So, it pays off.
You know, I thought you were utilizing some great strategy out there today, but you were by going 32 off into the headwind. But you always start at 22?
Yeah, 22 is my starting pass, so.
Had no second thoughts about that here because this is the Junior Masters?
Not at all.
Yeah. Well, your confidence is strong. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
Desire, a big part of the package, and it pays off 2 years in a row for Lindsey Trapp. She's our junior women's slalom Masters champion. When we return, the junior men will navigate the same course.
Timing, Rolex. Grace, Rolex. Rugged strength, Rolex. Electrifying performance. Qualities found in the Rolex Oyster Perpetual and in these champion athletes. Rolex is the official timepiece of the Masters Water Ski Tournament.
Welcome back, everyone. The Rolex Junior Masters underway now with the junior men's competition. Slalom, Marco Riva, lots of international championships, yet to have the big one here in America.
Now, he is better known for his trick skiing ability and also his overall. Right now, it's important for him to submit a strong slalom run, and he's doing just that. Left foot forward skier, snaps the ski around there, coming into his offside. Not too bad for a left foot forward skier. Solid run for him. Now he'll just have to build upon that. Edging, never on a flat ski. It's all about acceleration, away from the buoy, and slamming on the brakes as you come to the buoy.
The 16-year-old now will head into 35 off. His tall, lanky stature helps him as that rope gets shorter.
Ooh, and he's a little slow around 1, slower around number 2, and that is all. You can see he doesn't quite have the upper body strength of some of the other well-known slalom skiers like Chris Parrish, but he's very agile, and that should set him well for the overall. Right here, he gets pulled out and doesn't pull that long coming into 2, has difficulty slowing down, but a solid performance for him.
Terry Winter, 18 years old, the senior of the juniors, if you will. Had a second place finish at the Junior Worlds in '96.
This man can definitely slalom ski. He also likes to rollerblade, motorbike, and snow ski, so you get an idea that he's got some pretty good balance as well as upper body strength. Boy, is his technique spot on at 35 off.
Big run for Winter to get underway.
Brakes at the waist there, but you know, if you have a slow turn, you can compensate for that by a hard pull through the wakes or a little longer pull to the next buoy.
Marco Riva set the pace, but it certainly looks like Terry Winter is going to slash into 38 off and become our new leader.
Pre-turn, everything at this rope length. It doesn't reach the buoys. He's going to be horizontal around the buoy. Oh, terrific 3-ball. Snaps it around number 4. This is a fantastic run. Downwind and putting some serious pressure. Serious pressure on the field as well as his body. Boy, this kid is tough. Just a monstrous pull to number 6. Doesn't get it. But that's fantastic for a skier that's only 5'9".
5 at 38 off the official score for Terry Winter. Good enough to be our leader. Chris Parrish now, another 18-year-old, got a shot.
18 years of age and about 6'4". He is a force on the slalom course.
And he is smoother than anyone we've seen so far in the first pass.
Has really studied Andy Mapple in the years past to try to solidify his technique, smooth out all the kinks, and you know what? He's done a really good job. Look at this.
Definitely working.
Beautiful transitions to the pulling position right here. Get on the brakes, get your weight forward on the ski, and he is just cruising on now to 38 off. This is a pass he wants. He did not win the title this year and chose to ski in the Junior Masters to try to capture this title, and he's a little slow out of number 2. Good pull out of 3, coming around 4, and can he get the number 6? He's down in the water. Oh! He kicks it out early, coming to number 5.
And that's the one he needed, Wayne, to surpass Terry Winter.
The clear favorite in the field stays on the front of the ski just a little too long, and the fin pops out.
The mistake by Parrish, the pleasure for Winter. He's dockside with Wayne Grimnich.
Terry, absolutely sensational run at 38 off with a tailwind. Did you think you'd get that far down course?
No, I was a little bit surprised actually, but about halfway through the course, started feeling pretty easy, and then came around 5 and tried to take it a little bit too easy, and blew it and just went inside the 6 a little bit.
This being your 3rd year, what did you learn from the previous year's experience on the Masters slalom course?
Just try not to go, you know, before I went out there, I tried to take it a little bit too easy, and it didn't work actually. This year I tried to go out and just ski like I always ski, and it seemed to work a lot better for me.
Aggressive skiing got you the championship. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Here's how we'll officially wrap it up in the junior men's slalom event. Terry Winter, the winner. Parrish, Riva, 2nd and 3rd. Don't go anywhere. Junior women's jump coming up next. The 4th annual Rolex Junior Masters. The lineup for jump you see. Holli Hunt out of Orlando, first on the water, 15-year-old.
One of a set of triplets. And with that helmet and cage, are we sure it's Holli?
You never know. Sister could have come out and pinch hit for her in case she'd be injured.
If you're not feeling well, tell the twin to get out there. Sitting a little bit back on the skis off a 5-foot ramp, boat speed 32 miles an hour. She'll make the adjustment by rocking forward. That's the transition from the second wake to the jump. Right here on edge, flattens out, stands up, better kick off the top. And those are the 2 ingredients, speed to the ramp and spring off the top of the ramp that will give the skiers the ultimate distance.
And it's the danger of all that speed and lift and flying through the air that provides the reason to wear that face cage. Jump number 3, 113 feet. Lindsey Trapp now out of Vista, California.
Trying to use some of that confidence. Oh, boy.
Back a little bit.
I was just going to say she's trying to use that confidence from the slalom course and apply it to the jump course, but that trouble right there, sitting on the back of her skis, didn't anticipate the ramp very well. She's going to have to rethink the approach now.
Trapp now with the second of 3 opportunities. 3 jumps for each competitor. Longest one wins.
Very much like slalom, you want to make a smooth, continuous turn, settle you into the pulling position, better extension, which means better body position at the base of the ramp.
Her supporters are pumped up. She looked a little bit aggravated with this jump, though.
Well, it didn't quite have the speed nor the kick that's going to put pressure on our top seed.
She took a pass in her second jump, 118, the best score. Now, Susie Lohr.
Someone who likes to play soccer, so you know she has strong legs and nice kick, pop, jam, flying off the top. Brenda Baldwin in the Masters even likes it.
Susie was first place last year at the Junior Masters in the jump event. She had a 123-foot jump then.
And that's just beautiful form coming off the top of the ramp. Excellent. Over the top of the skis, handle in.
On jump 2, she betters the mark from a year ago, 130.
Ooh, and she got a little stretched out coming to the base of the jump that time, pulled her forward, and she wasn't ready for the steepness of the ramp. Right there, stretched. That can be dangerous.
It may not have been pretty, but it's good enough for a Junior Masters championship.
What a great jump.
Oh, it was all right. Not quite as good as the prelims, but...
All right, you won the tournament.
Well...
I know you were frustrated kind of all day long, so when you got to the ramp, the heck with the tailwind, I'm kicking and going hard.
Well, actually, I kind of like tailwinds. Like,
you do?
Yeah.
You're one of the few out there.
Yeah, I like... One time at Nationals, I jumped like 10 feet farther than my best with the tailwind, and ever since then...
Well, you dazzled the crowd today. Congratulations, Susie.
Thanks.
The Rolex Junior Women's Jump results. Susie Lohr, the winner, 132, betters her mark from last year, 2 in a row for her. When we come back, the junior men will fly even farther.
Before your slalom parts the mist on that perfect day. Before the twists and turns. Before the lake becomes your personal domain. Before the world turns topsy-turvy at the bottom of your feet. Before the tube tumbles and the grill is hot. Before the key even goes in the ignition, we at Craft have built you the finest boat in the world, a Nautique.
The Rolex Junior Masters Water Ski Tournament brought to you by Nautiques, the world's #1 choice, and of course by Rolex. The waters of Robin Lake slightly chopped. For the junior men finals, Jimmy Siemers, our first on the water.
Flying into a 5.5-foot ramp, 6 inches higher than the women. The boat speed is up now to 35 miles an hour. If you don't have your skis severely on edge through the wakes, you fly. You go off into the air and you lose body position and speed, and thus you don't get a very good spring. So he'll try to correct that on this next pass by the ramp.
Jimmy Siemers sets the mark for everybody else. 142 feet on jump 1. 2 more attempts.
Really digging. Oh, and a better spring that time, despite leaving the wakes.
That was a good jump. It was a very good jump.
Brings it together a little bit sooner. Notice how he brought his legs together before he hit the ramp, and that helped him prevent spreading at the top.
Look at that. He took a pass on number 3, but 153 for the boy from Round Rock, Texas. Now Dana Hinman.
Oh, really digging in from the start now. And excellent kick. Nice job.
Venture to guess that's longer than 153?
I would think so. Dana took it down course a little bit, meaning he waited later to initiate his cut. That means the skier has to pull harder to the base of the ramp. Then he put together a beautiful kick.
Hinman, 164. He's capable in the upper 180s.
Once again, a nice jump. Good speed to the base of the ramp. Got a little bit further forward, got jammed a touch, but is close to that same mark. Right here, right ski in the air, that's not good. Got jammed a little bit. You can see his knees aren't bent. 162, so his best is a 164, an outstanding mark.
Good enough to take the lead. He's the man Todd will have to chase now. Todd needs better than 164.
The son of the great Hall of Famer Cindy Todd, so if genes count for anything, this kid should just fly. Getting pulled up through the wakes, you could see how that set him on his right ski, and it makes it very difficult to square up and absorb the impact of the ramp.
Pair of 158s after 2, a third and final try for a Masters championship in the juniors division.
And I don't think that's going to do it. Skis slide out towards the crowd, indicating he didn't get his spring. You know, he had a great start here, but he could never get his left shoulder down, driving into the jump, and he slips out.
Little short. Wayne Grimnich standing by with our winner.
Congratulations, Dana. 164. Did you think that was going to be enough?
I wasn't sure. He went 165 yesterday. I thought he was going to do it again today, but it held up. I was pretty surprised.
How was this year different for you out there on the water from last year?
I was a lot more nervous last year. This year felt a little bit better because I had a little experience here.
Talk us through it today. Once you got off the dock, what was your primary focus heading into the jump course?
I just wanted to get a good cut. Friday I was really early. I couldn't generate any speed, and I cut a little bit better today, and I got a jump I wanted.
What do you think of the Junior Masters Jump Championship?
It feels good. It feels really good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Terrific victory. Taking a look back at this beautiful weekend, Regina Jaquess in the tricks event.
So poised and elegant on the trick course. This is gymnastics across the water. A very clean trick skier, got her tricks up in the air. Judges liked it. So did the crowd.
And a junior masters championship for her in the tricks with just over 6,000 points. Clementine Lucine second, and Holli Hunt, the junior women's overall winner.
Just picking up where her sister left off. Beautiful technique. She skis with her every day. And then we moved on to the men's overall winner. We saw him in the slalom, solid performance there, but then he just dazzled the crowd with these flips.
And in the tricks event, Riva outdistanced the field by about 2,000 points, 7,090. He's with Wayne Grimnich.
You not only won the tricks today, but you won the overall. Terrific effort.
Yeah, for me it's really, really great because, you know, I knew that I should jump more than 123 feet. And the first I jumped less, in the second I fell. So the song was so scary and I did it.
Great job.
Thank you.
Accommodations have been provided by Callaway Gardens. For Wayne Grimnich, I'm Doug Dunbar. We'll say so long from the '97 Rolex Junior Masters. We'll look forward to seeing you next summer.